I love that I'm filming my December TBR and it was 70 degrees today. Hey y'all, my name is Nat. I hope you're having a terrific day today, and for this video we are going to be doing my December TBR. Before we get into anything bookish, however, make sure to hit like and subscribe down below, as well as tell me in the comments what is your favorite Christmas movie. Alright, so it is December, and that means it is finally time for me to go through and reread some books. I am so excited. I honestly started this because it makes my life in regards to filming so much easier in December. Unfortunately for me, I do have a few books this year that are going to be new reads that I'm gonna have to pick up, mostly because of videos. So let's start off with the few books that are new to me that I will be reading in December. First up is Kiss Her Once for Me by 𝗖cie RH𝘁𝗰𝘁. I have to read this because it was my pick for the personal book club I do with some friends, and I still haven't gotten to it. It just kept getting put on the back burner, and then my audiobook timed out, and yeah, it was an issue. But I'm still excited to read this, particularly because now I have a better understanding of what the book is about. This is a marriage of convenience scenario between our main character and a male. However, she ends up starting to fall for his sister. I think it's his sister. Yes, who she had a one-night stand with the last Christmas. I've heard positive things about this one, and I've also heard lots of positive praise for 𝗖cie RH𝘁𝗁𝘁's other book, The Charm Offensive. That one has the setting of a reality TV show reminiscent to The Bachelor, and that's just not really my thing, which is a big reason I haven't picked it up. But this one sounds more up my alley. I am very intrigued to read it. My friends have all read it already, and I haven't looked at any of their reviews because I don't want to know until I read it, but I'm hoping I will enjoy this one. I also want to get read She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan, which is a rollover from November as well. This was actually the book club pick for the Story Continue book club. I'll put all the information for that in the description down below. They have their own book for December. I want to read this not only because of the book club, but also for a video idea. The book club was just a good cover, and yet I didn't partake. Still haven't read it. And ironically, I tried to read this last November and didn't finish it either, so this is me forcing myself to actually pick this book up and read it. I've heard lots of positive things about it. It's pitched as kind of Mulan meets Song of Achilles, and I know we are following a main character who is destined for nothing while her brother is destined to become a great warrior. However, her brother ends up dying and she takes his place. When I started into this last year, I think I was maybe like 70 pages in, and I was really intrigued. It just wasn't gelling with me at the time, so I'm really hoping this time around that'll go better. Finally is one that will be a buddy read between me and Adriana at Carbon Bonded Books. I'll put a link to her in the cards. Definitely go give her a follow. But we're gonna be reading Black Sun by Rebecca Rowanhorse. This is a fantasy book. That's kind of all I know about it. It is inspired by pre-Columbian America. I know that, and I believe Rebecca Rowanhorse is also an Indigenous author. Honestly, that's about all I know with this book, but I've heard literally nothing but glowing praise, and this cover is absolutely gorgeous. I've been so intrigued, and I hope this book will finally be my chance to start dipping my toe into heavier adult fantasy. We're gonna see how that goes, and hopefully buddy reading it with Adriana will mean I don't get lost quite as often. We'll see. Okay, the rest of this is all books I will be rereading that I have been highly anticipating rereading for months now, and I am so excited to finally do that. First is The Bone Houses by Emily Lloyd Jones. I am going to be annotating this for a gift to a friend for Christmas, and I am so excited. I actually read this book last October and really enjoyed it. I annotated my original copy, but this time around I think I'm going to kind of have my copy and this copy and go back and forth with. But this is a story based in Welsh mythology where we are following our main character of Wren, who is responsible for these bone houses within her village. Bone houses are basically zombies. They are bodies which were never properly laid to rest. And Wren ends up getting hired by Ellis, a map maker, to traverse through this forest filled with bone houses so he can make a map of it, and hopefully the both of them can get rich. As I said, I loved this when I read it last year. I'm very excited to reread it. This is probably one of my all-time favorite covers because it is absolutely gorgeous. With a mythological basis and then lyrical writing, this definitely gives me those creepy fairy tale vibes that I've come to love, and I'm very excited to dive back into them. Next are two books I've been looking forward to rereading since I read them the first time. I'm actually going to be buddy rereading them with my friend Allie. This ends of 𝗖cie duology by 𝗖cie his𝘁𝘁. If you have spent literally 5 seconds on my channel, you know I love this series. Cannot wait to get into it. We start out in this world following 2 people who are trying to stop a darkness from encroaching across their entire kingdom. One of them is a trained assassin and the son of the sultan, while the other is a huntress who has hidden her identity from everyone around her, but is the only person who can traverse through this darkness. I freaking love this series, and I am so excited to reread it. This time around, I'm gonna have a much better annotating system, so that'll be a ton of fun. Lastly is a romance book which I adored the first time I read it and have been meaning to buy a copy for myself. Finally did that. Now I'm going to go through and annotate it upon reread. You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogle. This is a second chance enemies to lovers romance between 2 fiancés. Our main character, Naomi, wants to break up with her fiancé Nicholas. However, if she does that, that means she has to repay all of those down payments, and that's not gonna happen. So instead, she starts playing a bunch of pranks on Nicholas, determined to make him break up with her. It is so entertaining, and once Nicholas starts playing pranks in return, it just kicks everything up a notch. I love the description that Chandler Ainsley gave this book, which is that it's like a romance thriller. As I said, definitely planning to annotate the crap out of this one. I know I'm gonna work through it really fast because I think the last time I read it, I read majority of it in maybe a day. So these are all the books I am most definitely going to get read. I have a few others I've considered picking up. Honestly, given the stack of this, I don't have high expectations of that actually taking place. All right, y'all, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. I have all of my socials linked in the description, as well as a few ways you can support me. I come out with videos on Monday and Friday, but until then, I hope you continue to have a terrific day. Love you, bye!